Today's discussion on Sri Damodar Lila. Today's topic is apparent contradictions of Krishna's divine qualities. Part 1. Om Jnana-timirandhasya Jnananjana-shalakaya Chakshurunmilitam yena Tasmai Shri Gurave Namaha. Nama Om Vishnu Padaya Krishna Prishthaya Bhutale Srimate Bhakti Vedanta Swami Niti Namine Namaste Saraswati Deve Gauravani Pracharine Nirvishesha Shunyavadi Paschatya Deshatarine Jaya Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhara Srivasadi Gaura Bhakta Vrinda Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna. We welcome all of the wonderful devotees who have joined us over Facebook Live, devotees who have joined us over YouTube Live, and dear devotees who have joined us over Zoom. We welcome each and every one of you to this very special session entitled as The Apparent Contradictions of Krishna's Transcendental Qualities, Part 1.
So today we will discuss 4 out of the 8 divine qualities of Sri Krishna, which he apparently contradicts in the Damodar Lila. And then we'll end with a sweet pastime to enhance our Japa. So there are 8 qualities of Krishna which help us understand his supremacy and how Krishna contradicts each of those 8 qualities in this very sweet Sri Damodar Lila. So today we will discuss the first 4 qualities. First is Krishna is Atma Rama, meaning Krishna does not desire anything, anytime. Second is Krishna is Apta Kama, meaning Krishna is always completely satisfied within himself. He does not need anyone else or anything.
The third one is Krishna is Trigunatita, which means that Krishna is above the 3 modes of material nature. And the fourth one is that Krishna is Lakshmi Pati, meaning that Krishna is the Lord or the husband of the goddess of fortune, and he is the master of all opulences. So now let us dive deep into each of these 4 qualities.
First is Krishna is Atma Rama, meaning Krishna does not desire anything, anytime. Krishna is happy and satisfied within himself. In fact, Krishna finds delight within himself. That's the quality of the Supreme Personality of Godhead. However, we witness in the Damodar Lila how Krishna desired the milk of Mother Yashoda. That's how this pastime starts on the day of Diwali. That hearing the wonderful kirtan with the bangles and the noise of the drum that Mother Yashoda was using to make yogurt and butter. He was attracted to this kirtan. Wherever there is Sankirtan, Krishna is always attracted. And then he desired the milk of Mother Yashoda. He became helplessly drawn towards Mother Yashoda and asked Mother Yashoda to please feed me because Krishna felt hungry. How can the Supreme Personality of Godhead feel hungry or thirsty? That is just impossible for a common person to comprehend. But here in Damodar Lila, it started with Krishna feeling extreme hunger. And he came running to Mother Yashoda, asking her to give him her milk.
So this is an apparent contradiction to Krishna's divine qualities. Well, is this really a contradiction? Since everything belongs to Krishna, he is the supreme proprietor of everything. He is not desiring anything outside of himself. In fact, he's only desiring the loving reciprocation with his dear devotees for the pleasure of his dear devotee, in this case, Mother Jashoda. So this is not a contradiction since he is not desiring anything for his selfish reasons. So it is ultimately to give pleasure to his amazing devotees who reside within him. You know, Krishna says, my devotees are always residing in my heart and in his heart. And since we have a limited way to comprehend things, when we desire anything other than Krishna, that manifests as lust. But when Krishna desires something, that is out of love. That is the difference.
The second apparent contradiction is that Krishna's quality of the Supreme Personality of Godhead is apta kama, meaning Krishna is always completely satisfied within himself. He does not need anything or anyone else or anything more. When Krishna felt hungry, he ran to Mother Yashoda, and Mother Yashoda started giving him her milk. But then when the milk in the pot, which Mother Yashoda had kept in the kitchen, started to boil over, Mother Yashoda stopped feeding Krishna. She put Krishna down on the floor from her lap and ran into the kitchen to take care of the milk that was about to boil over. At this time, having being left by Mother Yashoda so absurdly and so vehemently, Krishna felt neglected. Mother Yashoda was going to take care of the milk for the pleasure of Krishna only, so that later on she can make nice sweets for Krishna. But because at that moment he was kept down by Mother Yashoda, he became dissatisfied. Krishna showed his dissatisfaction. One who is apta kama, fully satisfied within himself, showed his dissatisfaction. How could Mother Yashoda leave me before I'm satisfied from drinking her milk?
But, you know, this is, again, this completely contradicts the divine quality of Krishna, that he is apta kama, that he's supposed to be fully satisfied within himself. He does not need anyone or anything externally, but he's not manifesting that in the Damodar Lila. He is becoming so sad. He's becoming not just sad, he's actually becoming even angry. He's performing this apparent contradiction. It is for the satisfaction of his dear devotee Mother Jashoda that he's actually captivating, he's stealing the heart of Mother Jashoda by performing this beautiful Vatsalya Ras, reciprocating with Mother Yashoda in this Vatsalya Ras.
Third quality is Krishna is Trigunatita, meaning Krishna is above the three modes of material nature. In chapter 3, Krishna says, Name parthasti kartavyam trishu lokeshu kinchana, meaning there is no work prescribed for me within all the three planetary systems, nor am I in want of anything, nor have I any need to obtain anything. So here Krishna is saying that he is Trigun Atita. He is above the workings of the three modes of material nature.
And again, following in the same Bhagavad Gita, Krishna tells in chapter 2 to Arjuna, he says, Kamat krodho abhijayate, meaning while contemplating the objects of the senses, a person develops attachment for them. And from such attachment, lust develops. And from lust, anger arises. Then in chapter 3, Krishna says, Kama esha, krodha esha, rajoguna samudbhava. That it is lust only, my dear Arjuna, which is born out of contact with the material mode of passion. And it is later, it is transformed into wrath or anger.
So in Bhagavad Gita, Krishna declared that he is above the three modes. What happens when a person acts under the influence of the three modes of material nature? And in the Damodar Lila, we see a contradiction apparently here. Krishna is not supposed to be attached to anything. He's not supposed to be desiring anything. And as a result, Krishna should never get angry. His Trigun Atita, transcendental to the three modes. But in Damodar Lila, we see when Mother Yashoda left Krishna unsatisfied, he became very, very angry. So this is another apparent contradiction of Krishna's divine qualities that he manifests in the Damodar Lila. However, this transcendental anger that he manifests is not frustration for anything material. What Krishna is saying that one should be above the three modes, above the modes of greed, anger, and lust, that is for material greed, for material lust, for material anger. But transcendental anger is actually not frustrating for anything material. He is greedy for more and more loving reciprocation from his devotees. So we see that Krishna is manifesting transcendental manifestations of these different qualities. And therefore, these qualities look like they are material, but actually they are transcendental because it is not for his personal satisfaction. It is for the sake of loving reciprocation with his devotees. Do we really think Krishna is angry because of milk? No. Everything belongs to Krishna. He can get the best milk, but he is greedy, transcendentally greedy, laulyam, or Mother Yashoda's love in the form of that milk.
Hariva. The fourth quality of Krishna that we will be discussing today is that Krishna is Lakshmi Pati, meaning that Krishna is the Lord of the goddess of fortune, the master of all opulences. You know, Lord Brahma, he describes in his Brahma Samhita, glorifying Krishna, that the Supreme Lord Govinda, Krishna, is always served with great reverence and affection by hundreds of thousands of Lakshmis. Lakshmi Sahasra Shata Sambrama Sevyamanam Govindamadi Purusham Tamaham Bhajami. But even though Krishna is Lakshmi Pati, he is the Lord of all opulences, everything in the universe actually belongs to him. But being angry, displaying this anger upon his mother, Krishna stole butter. He became a thief. He became Makhan Chor. He very, he would devise new ways of stealing butter every day. And he would nicely not only eat himself, but he would distribute to the monkeys, to the cows, to the birds, to every other living entity, including his friends also. So Krishna is so famous as Makhan Chor. And the irony is that this butter thief is worshipped all over the creation. That is the absolute nature of Krishna.
At the same time, Krishna really did not steal the butter. He stole the hearts of the gopis. In fact, the gopis, they were so attached to Krishna stealing their butter, that they would say, we make this butter and keep it just so that Krishna can come and steal this butter and perform this pastime in their house. Because by stealing that butter, he is stealing the hearts of the gopis, of the residents of Vrindavan, of the devotees who are there, who are hearing this pastime. So we can understand that this is a transcendental, spiritual, loving reciprocation with his devotees, and not for just some simple butter that is available anywhere for at any time to Krishna.
So we will hear a very sweet pastime, but before hearing the sweet pastime, let us understand the glories of Kartik today.
It is said in Sri Hari Bhakti Vilas, O king of the Brahmanas, when someone offers Krishna a lamb on the full moon day of the month of Kartik, Lord Krishna, finding that he does not have sufficient money to repay that gift, gives himself in exchange for that lamb.
Such a glory of offering a ghee lamb to Krishna in this special month of Kartik. So let us make it a point to offer one ghee lamb to Krishna at least once a day, if not many, many times during the day, from the morning till afternoon till evening. We can keep offering lamb to Krishna, but at least one lamp a day let us offer to get this benefit, so that Krishna will offer himself to us. He gives himself to his devotees. So now let us discuss a very sweet pastime which will help us in enhancing our japa. It's just a sweet meditation to help us enhance our japa. So Krishna, he's so sweet. Krishna is so cute that one of Krishna's very favorite pastimes was that he would give names to his different friends. And sometimes Krishna would give 2 or more names to the same person also. So one day Krishna would say, my dear Ujjwala, come here, Ujjwala, come here. And then Ujjwala would come. And the next day Krishna would call the same boy by saying, my dear Subodh, how are you? Doing okay? No, doing okay. So Krishna was known like this to give names. Krishna would give initiation names to every person he would come in touch with. But sometimes when Krishna did not like anybody, if he would become angry with any gopi, he would give them very funny names also. Some names Krishna will make up and give them that name. So this is such a pastime.
So one time, Krishna and his friends went to steal butter from the house of the gopis. They ransacked a house. They ate butter, and not only that, they broke the pots. The gopi, she had gone to Yamuna to take bath. And when she came back, she saw the whole mess that was created. And she said, Kanha, today I will not leave you. Krishna had already ran with his friends to his home. So the gopi went to Mother Yashoda, ran to the house of Mother Yashoda to complain of the little boy Kanhaya's antics. And so she came in the courtyard angrily. But as she entered Mother Yashoda's courtyard in a mood of anger, suddenly her anger changed into hysterical laughing. She started laughing hysterically.
So why was she laughing so hysterically? Mother Yashoda was shocked because what had happened is Krishna, he came behind, he came and stood behind Mother Yashoda, and he started making all kinds of funny faces towards this gopi. Mother Yashoda could not see, but this gopi was going crazy laughing. What was he doing? Krishna was showing his teeth. He was blowing up his cheeks. He was opening his mouth. He was drawing his cheeks inside. Krishna was pickering his lips, squinting his eyes, opening his eyes wide, or floating and rotating his eyeballs rapidly and making his eyeballs disappear completely. Oh, Krishna, that would be very scary. Imagine, when we make these ghostly eyes, we make our eyeballs go. That's what Krishna was doing. And seeing all this, he was twisting his face from one side to the other, and he was making all kinds of funny faces towards this gopi. So when the gopi was seeing all these amusing faces and the dancing eyes, she fell onto the ground, rolling with laughter. And Mother Jashoda was completely unaware of the performance that was going on behind her back. And this gopi somehow, she controlled her laughter and she said, Mother Jashoda, just look at your monkey who is standing behind you and doing all this, drama behind you. That's why I'm laughing. So reaching behind her, Mother Jashoda, she just pulled Krishna. And as soon as Krishna came, Krishna said, No, no, Maya, I'm not doing anything. This gopi got mad. I'm not doing anything. This gopi only got mad. And Krishna had the look of such an innocent boy, that there can be no other, all the naughtiness was gone, all the faces that Krishna was making, everything was gone, and he could be easily mistaken for to be the most obedient and the innocent boy in the entire creation. And all of Krishna's friends and everyone, they came, and Krishna said very angrily, then suddenly that innocent look went away. And what did Krishna say?
Maya Yashoda, she is Batanga. And Mother Yashoda began to laugh. Batanga? Well, that was the first time that she heard it. And she understood it was one of the names, weird names, that made up words that little Kanaya had given to that gopi. And then both of them started laughing and asked, What is Batanga? What is Batanga? By then, Kanaya had escaped and ran towards the pillar in the courtyard. His anklet bell was twinkling as he hid behind the pillar and said, Batanga? Batanga is the aunt of Matanga. And now both Gopi and Mother Yashoda, they were laughing. Who was going to tell who is Matanga? But Kanaya had made his escape by running out to join his friends. And Mother Yashoda and the Gopi were laughing non-stop. This Gopi, she no longer wanted to complain. And Kanaya's innocent name-calling had saved the boys again.
Sri Krishna Kanhaiya Lal ki.
Yeah. But whatever Krishna does is very meaningful. This Matanga, we know of the Matanga Rishi, who was the spiritual master guru of Shabari Devi in Sri Ram's pastimes. So they seem like made up names, but actually they have a lot of meaning behind them.
Hare Krishna. So tomorrow we will continue the rest of the remaining qualities. Do stay tuned, and we will continue tomorrow. And while we have Hari Prasad Prabhu getting ready with the quiz questions, we will sing the Hare Krishna Mahamantra for the pleasure of Lord Sri Damodara, that we beg to Sri Damodar that he become attracted by this chanting of the Hare Krishna Mahamantra and bestows his loving mercy upon all of us.
Namo Jnanatimirandhasya Jnananjanashalakaya Chakshurunmilitam Yena Tasmai Shri Gurave Namaha. Namo Vishnu Padaya Krishna Pristhaya Bhutale Srimate Bhakti Vedanta Swami Nitinamine Namaste Saraswate Deve Gauravani Pracharine Nirvishesha Shunyavadi Paschatya Deshatarine जय श्री कृष्ण चैतन्य प्रभु नित्यानंद श्री अद्वैत गदाधर श्रीवासादि गौर भक्त वृंद हरे कृष्ण 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 हरे 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 राम हरे राम 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 हरे 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 कृष्ण 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 हरे 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 राम 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 हरे 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 Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Rama. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama, Hare Hare, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Jai Srila Prabhupada ki Jai, Srila Gurudev ki Jai.
Hare Krishna. So before we open up the lines, here are the quiz questions given by our very own dear Hari Prasad Prabhu. The first question: name the 4 contradictory qualities of Krishna in the Damodar Lila which was discussed today.
Second, what is meant by Apta Kama?
Third, what is the difference between love and lust?
Fourth, who is the master of all opulences?
And fifth, name the stuti where Lord Krishna is glorified by Lord Brahma. Thank you so much, Hari Prasad Prabhu, for the fantastic quiz questions. Thank you.
So now we can open the lines for questions and comments.
Hare Krishna Prabhuji, Hare Krishna Mataji.
Hare Krishna.
Hare
Prabhu.
Krishna.
Such a beautiful, beautiful lecture and pastime, so sweet, Mataji. And the pictures are so cute, you know, they are all mesmerizing. You know, I feel like, you know, when Krishna comes with his chubby cheeks and big eyes and black hair, I feel like touching him. I was touching my screen. Oh my God, so sweet. So all the pictures are so beautiful, Mataji. And pastimes are so good. I don't know, you must be doing lot of effort, you know, you must be putting lot of effort in preparing these slides and lecture and pastimes and everything. So I really thank you from bottom of my heart for making me, you know, to listen to these pastimes. So sweet. One suggestion, Prabhuji, Mataji,
Yes.
when you speak, both of you sound very good, one at a time. But when you are doing bhajan, Prabhuji's voice is okay. But Mataji, when you sing, you know, it breaks up. We don't hear anything. So
Oh,
maybe microphone
maybe
position,
what?
something, I don't know. But
Yeah.
just a suggestion.
Tomorrow,
Sorry for making the suggestion, Mataji.
no,
Oh, thank you. Thank you
we
for doing it.
want this kind of suggestion, Prabhu. Thank you. Tomorrow we'll try something new. Prabhu was saying that we're going to try something new tomorrow. So let's see how it works out tomorrow, and then we'll take your feedback tomorrow.
See, when you speak, you know, individually they are so perfect, clear, no problem at all. But only when you are doing bhajan, Mataji's sound, you know, breaks up. Actually,
Okay.
yeah.
But Prabhu's sound is okay, right?
Yes.
Okay.
So let's see how that goes tomorrow.
Yeah.
Thank you for the feedback.
Thank you,
Thank you.
Prabhuji.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Yeah, yesterday, Prabhuji Mataji, I didn't see the notice. Maybe it was posted little late or something. When I saw there was no notice, so I didn't see it.
Oh,
This morning I saw, oh my God, we missed it. So I did hear your lecture on YouTube. And,
okay.
yeah, so no problem. So Hare Krishna.
Thank you, Prabhuji.
Then
Thank you so much. Hare Krishna.
Hare
Thank you,
Krishna
Mataji.
Mataji, Hare Krishna Prabhuji,
Thank
and
you.
Hare
Hare
Krishna.
Krishna, Mataji. Hare Krishna.
yeah, beautiful lecture, Mataji, and Really, really very beautiful pictures. So all the words my Prabhuji was said it. Same thing we felt it, Mataji. So beautiful. Hare Krishna.
Thank you.
Hare
Thank you.
Krishna,
Thank you.
Hare
Hare Krishna.
Thank
Hare Krishna. Thank you both.
Hare Krishna
Thank you.
Mataji, Dhanavad Pranam. Hare Krishna Prabhu.
Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna. Dandavat Pranam. Please accept my humble
Namrita
obeisances.
Radhika. Hare Krishna.
Yes. Today, my family actually sat with me and listened to the lecture. I was so happy. And even Desiree, she asked questions after the lecture. I was like, oh, so it was very captivating. And now I'm, just so grateful for your services and the sincerity of your sessions. It's beautiful. Both of you, very nice.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you so much.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much.
Oh, thank
Thank you, sir.
you. Thank you so much, sir.
Hare
Thank
Krishna.
you.
Hare Krishna.
Let me let you see.
Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna. Thank
Hare-
you.
Hare Krishna.
Hey, Radha. Hare Bol.
Hare Bol.
Hare Krishna.
It was so mesmerizing. Little Radha, she fell asleep during the session. She was so relaxed, It was beautiful.
Thank you.
Hare
Thank you.
Bol. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna. Hare
Hare
Krishna.
Krishna.
Hare Krishna.
Any other
Prabhuji
questions?
Mataji,
Yes,
Dhanavad
Hare
Pranam. All
Hare
glories to Srila Prabhupada and Gurudev.
Yeah.
First of all, thank you so much, Prabhuji Mataji, for this session and then bhajan as well. Before that, both are looking so gorgeous today in my eyes. The divine, divine looking. I'm talking about both are good, looking good. And so here it is Diwali Mataji Prabhuji. So I can say that on the Diwali day occasion, you are bestowing the light of knowledge of Krishna in our heart. So that is a very most auspicious thing. And thank you for giving that. Maybe tomorrow is for you, right? If I'm not wrong. So wish you advance happy Diwali. So you both
Diwali.
can light everyone up after Mataji Prabhuji. You're lighting us the knowledge, the Krishna conscious knowledge. So thank you for that. And usually the contradiction, I thought that you will be explaining them. What other contradictions will be there, like that I thought. But you gave me the Sanskrit name, Atmarama, Atmakama, Trigunadita, and Lakshmipati. So that is very wonderful, which you give the reference. So all the meaning you explain, and related to that, what are the, though it's look like contradiction, but it is within him, you said, like, so all belongs to him, and he gives pleasure to his devotees. That is most outstanding, the one you said. And one more thing also, that I could come to know that the difference between lust and love, exactly Mataji said, quoted that one. This is desire for Krishna. Without desire for Krishna, it seems to be lust. And you quoted for the second chapter and third chapter of Bhagavad Gita, what is a lust? It's if manifested in our heart leads to anger and fall down. A very good point, Mataji. So we should be very careful. So we can transform our lust towards Krishna. So we can engage all our sense. That's you are trying to say that. That is very, very good point. But the most thing I as Krishna Sarana Prabhu said, like all the PPT pictures are very, 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 very outstanding, Mataji Prabhuji. So you need not to go outside and give Krishna consent to people, Mataji. By showing your screenshot itself, we will get attract. We will get attracted to Krishna. Yesterday also in my dream, the Yugalashtakam is reminding going on. So I had the habit, like whatever I heard in the morning or whatever I read in the morning, right? In the dream, it'll go in my eyes. Whatever I read or whatever I heard. So that is you're giving us. So even the dream also we are able to, not much, only 5 to 10 minutes like that. I can say that, not much. That is also very good. Then Prabhuji, you did a very good expression. That is most I liked it.
I thought no one will be able to see. I was just
The
it was
eye
in a small
rolling,
screen.
you're protruding the eyes, and then the moving the mouth here and there. I love you, Prabhu.
He was trying
But
to imitate Krishna. which
But
we should not
it's
do.
outstanding expressions. Even I think I'm missing the two kids you usually attend, right, in previous class, right? I think they
Yeah,
will be, they are in the class, they will be enjoying. Krishna and one more, I forget her
Garima.
name. Garima. So they will be enjoying this one. And Spurit also, Spurit and Swati.
Yeah.
If they're seen, yeah, if they're seen, they will be enjoying this one. Because you didn't miss the expression, Prabhuji. Immediate Mataji is saying one by one, you are giving more than 10 or 11 expression you gave. I was noting down the quiz question, but I cannot able to fully enjoy that, but I got laughed. Very, very wonderful. So you bringing us to imagine, oh, Krishna did like this, like that, behind the Yashoda, Mother Yashoda. So very, very wonderful, very, very wonderful. And thank you so much, Prabhuji Mataji. Hare Krishna, Dandot Pranam. Hare
Hare
Krishna.
Thank you. Thank you, Prabhu. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna Prabhuji, Hare Krishna Mataji, Dandavat
Hare
Pranam. Please accept
Krishna.
my humble obeisances. All goes to Sri Prabhupada, all goes to Sri Gurudev. It's wonderful class, Mataji and Prabhuji. And as Prabhuji's Mataji said, it's wonderful presentation. So nicely, so nice pictures of Krishna, Yashoda Mata, very nice, Mataji. And actually, I have one question, Prabhuji and Mataji. Actually, lust is very, very, easy to get, Mataji. Especially how to control this lust, Mataji, because it's very difficult to control. But is there any easy way that we can control this lust, Prabhuji and Mataji?
Yeah, that's a very nice question. And in Bhagavad Gita, in the purport, Srila Prabhupada explains that in the war, in the battlefield, the army generals try to understand where is the enemy, actual enemy hiding. And Krishna explains in the verses of the second and third chapter that where this lust actually resides, what is the origin of lust? It is actually nothing but Krishna Prema, which is transformed into material, contaminated by material tinge and becomes lust. But in its original form, just like a milk becomes yogurt by touch of lemon, similarly, by touch of material energy, that original Krishna Prema transforms into material lust. And so that's why it's very powerful, because it's actually in its original form is the all-powerful Krishna Prema, which attracts us to Krishna and Krishna to us. But so it is said that Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu said that Atmendriya Priti Vancha Tare Boli Kam, Krishnendriya Priti Ichha Dhare Premanam. That Prem and Kama is actually two sides of the same coin. And one side is the selfish side. Atmendriya Priti Ichha, when we are trying to satisfy ourselves for our pleasure, that becomes calm. But when we are trying to do it for the pleasure of the other person, that becomes prem, or to Krishna specifically. So it's important to know where it resides, but at the same time, to resolve the simple solution to this is whenever this comes, it's said higher taste.
Raso.
Param Drishtva Nivartate, correct. The higher taste, if we get a higher taste of Krishna Prema, then this lower taste will automatically go away. If a child has a knife in his hand, in his or her hand, if we go and try to grab the knife, that child will cut itself in the panic. But if we give them like a sweet that they like, chocolate, or a chocolate, they'll just leave the knife and hold the chocolate. We don't even have to tell them, drop the knife, drop the knife. It'll automatically drop. Similarly, if we can develop the higher taste for chanting the Hare Krishna mantra, for in different ways associate with Krishna and his devotees, that higher taste, then this will automatically go away. We will automatically leave that. But that is important. Again, chanting of the Hare Krishna mantra, doing our sadhana nicely. If in every day in the morning we hear Srimad Bhagavatam, chant, do our sadhana attentively, then, as Srila Prabhupada says, if you chant 16 rounds, Krishna will protect you. So Krishna will protect us from the overwhelming influence of lust. We may not be fully purified in one day, but Krishna will maintain that level down of the lustful propensities. And lust is not just for physical pleasure, but also anything that we want very, very strongly, obsessively, that is lust. Lust for money, lust for power, lust for so many different things. And only Krishna can protect us. And for Krishna's protection, we follow Srila Prabhupada's instruction of chanting 16 rounds, which will give us the strength to also follow 4 regular principles and hear Srimad Bhagavatam regularly. With that, Krishna will ensure that until we get fully purified of the lusting propensity within our heart, he will maintain that level to a level that it doesn't overwhelm us and we don't fall down because of the lust that is present in our heart, and eventually it will go away as well.
Thank you so much, Mataji, Prabhuji. So nicely explained. Definitely I'll try to follow Prabhuji and Mataji. And actually the 4 qualities which you have explained is awesome, Prabhuji and Mataji. Atma Rama and Apta Karma and Trigunatika and Lakshmipati. Very nicely explained and presented, Prabhuji and Mataji. And one more question may I have one more question, Prabhuji? Can I ask one more question?
Sure.
Yeah. Actually, in the past times, there was a Japa tip you have explained, Prabhu. So how can I take, like, what is the, improvement in this pastime? From this pastime we can take, Prabhu?
Well, see, this Japa tip that we are giving, it's not really a Japa tip that we are giving you.
Okay.
This month of Kartik, what we are doing is how to enhance our Japa, how to go more deep in understanding or relishing our Japa. So it's not that these pastimes are going to, we should think about these pastimes while we are chanting. No, we explained that we should try to meditate on these pastimes, these sweet pastimes, before our japa, after our japa, so that during the time of our japa, we will be able to hear each and every syllable of the Hare Krishna Mahamantra very attentively. That is the purpose of these japa enhancement pastimes.
Thank you. Thank you so much, Mataji. And actually, Prabhuji and Mataji, like when Krishna was taking different names, right? That is related to something else. That is very nicely explained, Prabhu, because I was also thinking why Krishna has taken that names, that is like, doesn't have anything, like anything related. But when you lastly said, Prabhu, that it is related to Muni in the Rama Avatara, it's awesome, Prabhuji and Mataji. Thank you so much. It's like...
Krishna does do, he makes up names, but even in his made up names, there is deep meaning, because the yogis and rishis, and it is mentioned that in the Dandakaranya forest, when the yogis and rishis, they would see Lord Ramachandra and his beauty, they would desire that, we want to associate with Lord Ramachandra very closely. Some of them would have Vatsalya Bhav and some of them would have Madhurya Bhav with Lord Ramachandra. And then Lord Ramachandra said, okay, not now, but when I come as Krishna, at that time I will be Purna Purushottam Bhagavan. And at that time I will reciprocate with each and every one of you. So this gopi could have definitely been, Krishna said, Matanga is the Mosi. Mosi means the aunt of Matanga. So like this, Krishna is, teaching us that, yeah, they are indeed yogis and rishis from previous lives.
Thank you so much, Prabhuji and Mataji. Actually, Mataji and Prabhuji, I'm very I don't write up when I'm here lectures. I don't take any notes, Mataji Prabhuji. But first time, if you believe or not, I'm taking all the notes from day one what you are presenting, because so nicely presenting. I want to remember. I want to tell, because every day my kids, while they go to bed, they ask me tell some stories, some pastimes of Krishna. Because they don't go to bed unless they hear some pastimes from me or from Radha. So that's the reason, actually, I started taking the notes. Thank you so much for your time, for giving us so much of nectar. Thank you so much, Prabhuji and Mataji. Dandavad Pranam. And happy Deepavali one more time. Hare Krishna.
Happy Deepavali. Hare Krishna. So tomorrow we will actually discuss the next 4 qualities, making it total 8 qualities of Krishna that we will discuss. So stay tuned. Any other questions or comments?
Hare Krishna Mataji, Hare Krishna Prabhuji. Please accept my full obeisances. Thank you so much for a beautiful class. I apologize, I missed the beginning, but I joined when the bhajan was going on. Very beautiful. I will go back and watch the whole class. Mataji and Prabhuji, please give me your blessings and keep me in your prayers. I am a little bit struggling right now in my sadhana because of health issues. I can't get up in the morning early. And a little bit of family, because they're not in Krishna consciousness. But I know it's mostly me, because I cannot blame anybody else. But please, I ask for your blessings and prayers that I can do my sadhana better and, much better, please. Thank you so much. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna.
For whatever little our prayers may be worth, all our prayers for you.
Yes, we pray to Lord Nrsingadev to remove all the obstacles and encourage you in your spiritual journey and sadhana. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna. Thank you so much. It means so much to me. Thank you. My Dhanur pranams to you both. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna. Hare Krishna. Thank you. Anybody else?
If not, then we will take leave today and again continue tomorrow the other 4 qualities of Krishna. Thank you very much. Hare Krishna. Srila Prabhupada ki jai. Vancha kalpatarubhyascha kripa sindhubhya eva cha patitanam pavanebhyo vaishnavebhyo namo namaha.
Ananta Koti Vaishnava Vrinda ki